Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to finally share my DIY master bedroom makeover on a budget. I am going to be painting my bedroom furniture and also working on some decor ideas that will bring a modern farmhouse theme to this space. So I've got tons of DIY bedroom furniture and DIY bedroom decor in this video to give you a lot of decorating ideas for when you're decorating on a budget. This bedroom makeover is the second video in my DIY home projects series, and I love sharing affordable ways to make home updates on a budget. I want to say a huge thank you to LOL for sponsoring today's video, and now let's start this bedroom makeover by first removing everything from my bedroom and then disassembling all of my furniture. As you've probably noticed, I do have a ton of furniture pieces that I've tried to cram into this bedroom, and while it is a pretty spacious master bedroom, it is not nearly as large as some of the others that you might see on YouTube, or even that you might see in a general floor plan of a house. So while I'm taking all of this out, I will not be bringing it all back in because I really wanted to open up this space and have it a lot less cluttered. While my bedroom furniture is not solid wood, which means it's not too heavy, I was very thankful to have my husband's help with moving everything out of the bedroom and taking it outside. Because the room is not too large and we didn't have a whole ton of space to be working with, I did not want to try to put plastic down and paint inside. However, if you live in an apartment building, then it might be worth it for you to just put plastic down on the floor and try painting everything right in your bedroom or living room. Instead, I just waited for a day that had decent enough weather and I took everything out into our driveway and painted it out there. Disassembling our bed was a little bit of a bigger project, so instead of trying to film it and worrying about the camera being in the way, I'm going to use YouTube magic and show you that we emptied it out of the room and that we have arranged everything out in our driveway for me to start wiping down really well with a good multi-surface cleaner, and then following that up with some liquid sandpaper to get it all ready for me to paint. I originally bought this furniture from Ashley Furniture about 6 years ago now, and like I said, it is not solid wood, it's just got a laminate coating, but that means that the coating is very slick and shiny, and that does not make for a great paint job. So using this liquid sandpaper is absolutely crucial, and I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my friend Kristen. She also has a YouTube channel, it's called Kristen Casper, where she shares a ton of DIYs and home renovations as well, but she is actually who recommended this liquid sandpaper to me. It is a degreaser and a deglosser, so it really helps with having paint stick to this type of furniture, and it is a huge step in this process for having a lasting paint job. Once I've used the liquid sandpaper on all of my furniture pieces, then I'm going to go ahead and start mixing up the paint, and today I'm using the Rust-Oleum brand chalk paint in the shade Aged Gray. Originally, I was looking for more of an antique white or cream color, but all of my local stores have been out of stock for the longest time, and I also couldn't find anything to ship it to me in time for this project, so I settled on the gray instead, and honestly now I'm glad that I did, but I'm just going to be using this cabinet painting set that came with the roller and the little paint pan here. I actually used this recently in my kitchen makeover as well when I painted my countertops, and I just cleaned them out really well afterwards and saved them. So this is a great tip for saving money if you know that you're going to be doing a lot of home projects and DIY projects, is just make an initial investment that might be a few dollars more than the cheapest option, but that will end up lasting you through multiple DIY projects and it will be totally worth it. When I first started painting, I was super excited about this color because it was so light and it almost looked like it was white, which is what I had originally been going for. But as it dried way darker than what it's showing up here, and I feel like in the footage it's showing up pretty true to color as when I first started painting it on. But once I got it inside, it was a totally different color that almost caused a huge issue. But I am going to share with you how I overcame that issue, and it actually ended up turning out better than if I had painted it white. In my kitchen DIY makeover, I also was going for a modern farmhouse look, and I honestly got a few comments on that video that were pretty rude and nasty, talking about how I couldn't possibly think that that was a farmhouse look. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to explain to you what exactly I am going for. I won't be distressing this furniture or making it look worn or vintaged. Not that there's anything wrong with that look at all. I absolutely love it, and I think some people do a great job styling it, but it's just not my personal preference. I like the gray and black and white and off-white color scheme, but I'm not so much into the distressed and vintage vibe for my house personally. So I do like clean lines and smooth surfaces, and that's the vibe I'm going for. So this is not true farmhouse, but this is more of a modern farmhouse look. So while I was painting, look what was delivered. I'm so excited. I ordered a new mattress because I've been having trouble sleeping, problems with my back since my car accident, just a bunch of stuff that I'll talk to you guys about a little bit later. And then I also ordered a bedding set, and I'm assuming that's what's in here because I just couldn't help myself and I had to have it. And as you can see, this all came from Lol. So thank you so much to Lol for sending this to me. While that paint dries on the furniture, I decided to come inside and get my room ready to bring all of my new Lol items in here. I definitely wanted to set up my mattress and let that start expanding, as well as unbox my new bedding set. But before I could do any of that, I definitely needed to give this carpet a really good vacuuming because it was in desperate need. When I got all of that furniture out of the room, I realized how many crumbs and dust had collected underneath all of those furniture pieces, and it desperately needed to be vacuumed. So while the room is completely empty, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I also noticed that the baseboards could really use some help as well. So I went and grabbed my eCloth Flex Edge floor and wall duster. I absolutely love this thing. I have talked about it in so many videos, but it does such a great job of cleaning baseboards and the walls. So I'm gonna go around the entire room with this as well. And don't worry, when I'm finished in here, I will show you guys a before and after shot because that was just super satisfying. Prepare yourselves for these before and after shots of the baseboards because it's pretty gross, but this is what the baseboards looked like behind the furniture before, and now this is what they look like after using that eCloth floor and wall duster, and this is what the dust had looked like, and like I said, pretty gross. I can't believe all of that dust and dirt was all over my room and I didn't even know. But now that I've done all of that, I'm going to just remove some random screws that were in the walls of my bedroom. They were left here by the previous owners of this house, and in 3.5 years now, I still have never taken them out of the walls, but I decided to just go ahead and do that now, and then I'll bring in all of my Lol products to start unboxing. Now that the room is clean, I can bring in my new mattress and let it start expanding in a clean area. But I actually reached out to Lol and asked if they would want to partner with me on today's video because my old mattress was just not holding up. I had had it for almost 6 years now and it was not providing me with restful sleep. But really the biggest reason is their company was actually recommended to me by my physical therapist. For anyone who doesn't know, I was in a pretty bad car accident this past January and suffered suffered some serious back trauma from that. So I see a chiropractor and a physical therapist each a few times per week, and my physical therapist actually recommended that I should look into law and consider switching to one of their memory foam mattresses to better support my back and neck and lumbar area. They offer free shipping, a 100-night trial, and free returns for any reason, so I figured why not? There's no harm in trying it out, and I'm so glad that I did because the mattress forms to my body to give me the most support possible, and it's also got a cooling gel infused layer to help me regulate my body temperature, so I am sleeping so much more soundly and getting a restful night's sleep for the first time in 6 years. If you are also struggling with sleep, then I would highly recommend a Lol mattress, and you can save $150 by using the link in my description box. Okay guys, this is what 2 coats of the chalk paint is looking like, and it's gorgeous. I think 2 coats is going to do it. I don't think I need to do a third, and I'm ready to start sealing it. I did use 2 coats of the chalk paint, and that ended up being a can and a half of the Rust-Oleum brand that I was using. I thought that was perfect. There was no streakiness or any areas that needed to be touched up, and it did completely cover all of my furniture pieces, including my queen size bed frame, 2 dressers, and a nightstand. I was super happy to also have that half a can left over in case I do need to make any touch-ups in the future. With the top coat, I used the same Rust-Oleum brand in a matte clear top coat to seal everything. I only ended up using 1 layer of the top coat, and I thought that that was perfectly fine, and I had 3/4 of the can left. So overall, this project cost me $60, and I still have both paint and top coat left for a future project to completely transform the look of all of this bedroom furniture. Instead of ordering new black drawer pulls to complete the modern farmhouse look, I decided to save some money, and I bought a $5 can of black spray paint in a matte finish, and I'm going to be spraying all of my dresser handles here, and then also this little shelving unit that we already had at our house and it just was not being used. I found it in a closet storage and decided that I was going to use it on the walls in my bedroom, but I didn't like the brown finish, so I'm spray painting that black as well. And this is actually a great tip for when you're trying to do any kind of home updates or makeovers on a budget. Always shop your house first and see what you can repurpose with a little bit of spray paint and some elbow grease. But I'm also going to be working on my door handles and door jambs. I wanted to paint those a matte black as well to match with the rest of the room. Okay, I have 1 coat of the clear matte top coat on it, and I think it's looking great. These have all been drying way long enough, so we're going to start taking everything inside. When we brought everything back inside, I was trying to put it all back together and was having a ton of difficulty figuring out which drawers went where and in which dresser, and honestly, it was becoming a little bit overwhelming and very frustrating, especially trying to film it all. I just felt so dumb, so I decided to go ahead and cut off the camera and come back to it the next day. Hey guys, so it is the next day, and this is how we have decided to arrange the furniture, and somehow I have accidentally painted it almost the same color as our walls. Unfortunately, it is not in the budget to repaint the furniture or paint the walls, so I'm just going to try and roll with it and break up all the gray with some decor. So I'm going to first get started by putting our handles back on our dressers, and then we'll start decorating. So this is the issue that I was talking about earlier, where the color did get darker, and that pretty much blended in almost exactly with the color of the walls in our bedroom. Now, we had a super tight budget for this project, so I could not go out and buy new paint for the furniture or new paint for the walls, nor did I have the time to repaint anything, so I kind of just had to roll with it. And at first I was getting a little upset, thinking, what if I can't overcome this with decor? But once I started putting all of the black touches on, it really did make it it seem a little bit better. And then I also realized that having it so close in color to the wall almost had the furniture blending in, which made the room seem a little bit bigger and not quite so cluttered with furniture. So I was happy for that. And then also I was texting my friend Kristen and she told me, don't worry about it, girl. My furniture is a cream color and my walls are beige, so I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. And honestly, just having that encouragement made a world of difference in my confidence when completing the rest of this project. So if you guys don't currently have a friend like Kristen in your life, you definitely need one, and I'm gonna go ahead and link her YouTube channel in the description box below for you guys. Check her out, subscribe to her channel if you aren't already, follow her on Instagram, and make that connection because she is a great friend to have in your corner. I did forget to mention earlier, but the paint and top coat and painting supplies that I used, I am going to be linking in the description box for anybody who is interested, as well as any of the decor items that I can link. I will go ahead and try and find them for you and leave them in the description box. But now I'm just going to move on to the actual decorating. This is probably the most fun part, pulling this entire room together, and I am going to start above our bed, above our headboard, and I just got this star map of the date of our anniversary and where we got married. I got this for Derek a few years ago now, and he just had it sitting on his dresser, but I decided to finally hang it on the wall. And then these two little pictures that I'm putting beside it say I love you and I love you more, and those came from the Target dollar spot around Valentine's Day. I actually got them as a part of the Valentine's Day clearance. They were originally $3 and I think I got them for 30 cents. So unfortunately those won't be able to be linked, but now I'm going to move on to the actual bed itself, and I was so excited to get to this part, you guys. I did order a bedding set from Lol, and I am so freaking happy with it. The sheet set feels so luxurious to sleep on. I am absolutely in love. And the pillows, my husband was actually super concerned with because he is somebody who likes to sleep on flat pillows, and these looked pretty fluffy, but even he is loving sleeping on them. They give a ton of support without being too much or too overwhelming, and they stay cool all night long. I don't know how they do it, but they're the best pillows ever. And then the duvet that I got feels like a weighted blanket, like it gives that sense of security without being too hot. I am just seriously so in love with the choices that I made for this order, and I would highly recommend them to any of you. Now, I did order a white duvet cover, but it had not come in yet. I actually messed up my order a little bit and had to reorder, so it came after the rest of these items. And I'm just putting on a different off-white duvet cover that I had gotten from Target a while back on clearance for $7, but it did the job, and since then I have gotten my Lol duvet cover in, and I'm happy to have both of them to change in and out to kind of change and refresh the look of the room anytime that I want to. The way that I styled my bed was completely inspired by my friend Amanda. She has a YouTube channel and Instagram account called This Crazy Life, and her bedroom decor is so beautiful. She has a little tray on the end of her bed, and she put some decor pieces on it, and so I wanted to do that here, and I absolutely love the way that it turned out, you guys. I think it really added something special to this area. But now I'm just going to move on to decorating my nightstand and above my husband's dresser, and almost all of the decor pieces that I'm going to be using have either been repurposed from other areas of my home, so I shopped my own house, or they came from the Target dollar spot on clearance. There were already some screws on the wall that I was trying to hang the shelf on, but they were just not working out, so I decided to use some command strips since I knew I wasn't going to be putting any heavy decor on this. And so I'm just going to use that to secure it to the wall, and then I'm going to redecorate and arrange this shelf. On the shelf, I was mostly using our wedding flowers as the focal point and then just kind of accenting them with some Target dollar spot trinkets. And then on top of Derek's dresser, I wanted to keep it super simple, so I'm just going to have our affirmation jars up here, a little thing of flowers, and a small candle. And then for in front of our mirror, I picked up this cream colored vase for $5 off of Facebook Marketplace, and that clear gallon jug I got for $2 off of Facebook Marketplace. And that is another great tip. Don't be afraid to shop thrift stores and your local Facebook Marketplace for items, because these would have easily cost me $100 in stores. But that is everything that I've got for you guys today, and so now I'm going to show you how it all turned out. I am super pleased with this transformation, and I am now loving this space, spending so much more time in my bedroom. My husband loves it too. It's not too girly. It really speaks to both of our styles, and honestly, I think I nailed it. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope that you got some great ideas. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Don't forget to check out the link in my description box to save $150 off of your LOL order, and I will see you guys in the next one.